We are! Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. Hi, Joey. Bread indeed. Bread indeed. Whatever that means. Are you talking about pan, maybe? Thank you so much for joining us on the stream once again. Last weekend we skipped because it was my wedding anniversary. And, I had other things to do on that weekend. Yo, Master Nila, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you back. My speakers are slowly degenerating, your voice shook the things. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I'm trying something new in the sense that I've been doing some research, I've been looking up some things, and it seems like I should try and not speak like this because this goes to tend to go into the higher ranges, and it's kind of it's kind of funny, it's kind of high pitched, but if I speak for too long like this, my voice starts hurting and I cannot last an entire stream. Hi Chanquetta. So the suggestion that I got was to try and find a register that is very comfortable for me. And this is a register that is very comfortable for me, so from now on, I am going to be, speaking in this lower register, which is much more comfortable for my voice. So I've decided, what the heck, let's try and do this on a different register, and it's going to be a review of all the hiraganas so far. Quick review, and then we're going to go into a new row. And starting next week, I think that we are going to be moving these streams to Twitch. Because I want to try and see if we get more of an audience and more of a class on Twitch instead of YouTube, because I've been talking with another streamer, artist, game developer, and they mentioned that one thing that YouTube doesn't have compared to Twitch, on Twitch there is more of a chance to be discovered. YouTube is more for people who already have a following, and it's also very good for archiving, and what the heck, let's try. I will be changing the link on the server and social media to signal the change, if that is the case. So, other than that, nothing is going to change. We're gonna keep on going with the Japanese lessons. And as I said, this Sunday we're going to be reviewing what we've been doing so far, and then we're going to go into the N row, the M row. That is going to bring us to half of the hiragana chart. I hope you're excited, because that means that we are going to be halfway through the first writing system of Japanese. And doing it in only a month or so, it's pretty good, guys. So congratulations, you're doing very well. So with that said, let's go into the lesson area. Swish. So, for those who haven't joined us before, this is the website that we use for lessons usually, which is Minato. But today, for reviewing purposes, I want to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be using another website, another resource that you can still find in the link in the description compared to Minato. We're going to be looking at Tofugu. Tofugu.com. I'm going to be adding the link in the chat right now. It's another website or resources for learning Japanese that is suggested by the Japanese Foundation. And he has a lot of articles, a lot of resources, and one resource that really stuck with me, that it was kind of nice to see, was a different hiragana mnemonic charts, because in Minato during the lessons I noticed that some of the mnemonics for some of the hiragana are kind of a stretch, we could say. So we're going to look at the mnemonics through Tofugu. Hello Conrad, welcome, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy this lesson as much as you can. So If you are on Tofugu right now, we are going to be looking at the top. There is a tab that is called Resources. You're gonna click on that. And as you can see, under Resources, there is a lot of stuff. Some of which is books that can be ordered, some are podcasts, some are audio, etc, etc, etc. There is this one, there is Memory Int, which is the app that I've been using to practice myself. And in this case, we are going to be looking at the Tofugu Learn Hiragana Katakana books. This one right here with the blue and the white. We're going to be clicking on that. And it's going to bring us to the page where we can download the book. There we go. Yeah, here. See, product link. It's free. And we're going to be using the Hiragana today. I'm going to wait a few seconds so you can catch up in case it's going a little slower for you. We're cooking under resources at the Hiragana PDF. Learn Hiragana. You go under resources, and under resources you're going to be find Tofugu's Learn Hiragana Katakana books. You click on it, and this is the website, the screen that is shown. I am going to now click on the Hiragana product link, and it's going to bring us to another page. And finally, on this page, we're going to have a link to download the PDF, which in this case is going to open it on the screen. I'm going to be linking now this page into the chat so that you can... Yona sensei! Konbanwa! Welcome! Irashamase! Hello, Torn Slave! Hello, you guys. No, a lesbianism. Kind of off topic. I guess you're referring to Nora Valkyrie from Ruby, which is featured in the JPD games. No, she's not a lesbianism. Okay, this in the chat is the link to this PDF file that we're going to be using to practice today. Click on the link and I'll get this PDF. You can open it in the, in the browser, or you can just download it and open it with Adobe Reader, whichever is fine. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to do just that if you haven't yet. As we said, some of the mnemonics in Minato lessons were a bit of a stretch. So today we're going to be looking at another set of mnemonics while practicing. We're going to go through the rows that we've gone through so far. Then we're gonna go back to Minato to get the new row. Thank you for your honest answer, Pizza Man. You're welcome, Toriums. Hope you stick around for the lesson. Everyone can learn Japanese, guys. Everyone can learn Japanese. So, I hope you have your book in front of you. First of all, notice the graphics. I really like these graphics for this book. It's very pleasant to the eye, don't you think? And then underneath, there we go. In the second page, you see the overview of the hiragana. And guys, look at that. That is the table of the hiragana. The 46 basic hiragana, not counting, the modifications with the quotes, but there is 46 in total. We already did the column of the... I can do this? Oh, yes. We already did this column here for the vowels. That was the first lesson. We did... we did the K row. We did the S row. We did the T row. And today we're going to be doing the N row. And with that, you are gonna be halfway through the Hiragana table. And that is nothing to scoff at, everyone. That is nothing to scoff at. You are doing so well. Such a good job, guys. Now, we are going to be going through the different mnemonics today and everything that we've done so far. So it's going to be vowels, kuro, suro, turo, and then we're going to go back to Minato to practice the enro. I know these waves, yeah, indeed, a lot of waves. And many Japanese people are cute, I know this. Dakuten, handakuten. Also yon, but we call it là because it was the kya. Okay, maybe you can link some of those in the chat, Yona. I think that the class would like. Okay, before continuing, who's in the chat, whose people are in class today? Raise your hand and identify yourselves, so in case I need to call one of you. Raise your hand like so in the chat. Let me see. I know there is Yona Sensei with us. There we go. There is Joy. Hi, Joy. Then, who else? Well, so I'm just trying to do like keep a class register. There we go. That's what I like. Joy's in the house. Well, Yona Sensei identified herself by dropping pearls on Japanese knowledge. Who else is among us today? Who else is among us? Because the participant. Alright, Dark, hello. Welcome. Okay, I can also see. Mandatory among us. Oh. Among us. Okay, I saw Master Nilla earlier. Alright, I guess we can go for now. We're going to start with the vowel row. In Hiragana book, there we go. To see there is an explanation of each page, because there is going to... This essay is a very cute book, and each page also has instructions for both for pronunciation and for writing. And let's go. First vowel. This is the vowel. This is the hiragana for the vowel A. How to pronounce A? A is pronounced like A, like when you come to a realization. In Romaji is written like this. A. How to remember A? And these are different kind of mnemonics compared to Minato. As you can see here, the mnemonics here is that inside the hiragana for A, there is actually a little Romaji or English alphabet A. And right here we have the practice writing. This is the vowel A. Then we have E. E as in E in eel. And in Romaji you write it like I. For these mnemonics, how to remember E? To remember this kana, just think of a couple of eels hanging out. Again, this is the hiragana for E, like eel. Then we have U, the hiragana for U, and you see the mnemonics here is a U sideways. It sounds like the U in Uno, the card game, or the number 1 in Spanish. This is the hiragana for U. Next we have E. And the hiragana for E is a bit like a stork. Look at this bird. It looks like a bird and you pronounce it like the E from egg. So the E from egg comes from this little bird. So the mnemonic here is this bird that is ready to lay a lot of eggs. The hiragana for the vowel E. That's a video. It's a bit of a mnemonic indeed. There is an alternative to the ones that we already saw in Minato. These are a bit of a review and also showing you a new, different lesson material. Next is the hiragana for O. There is O that is pronounced like origami. In Romaji, write it like simple O, like in the English alphabet. And for mnemonics, in the O is 2O, one by the other at the bottom. In this, and here's the writing, little bit like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like that. Can you see the letter O in here 2 times? This one looks similar to A, except for one key difference. There are 2 letter O symbols visible in here. Make sure you use this differentiate this kana and a similar kana A. This is the kana for the vowel O. O, like origami. And here's a practice. Let's try, okay, as you see, these are all words that can be read as, how do you say, it can be read, it can be words that can be made just with hiragana, with hiragana of the vowels. So we are already learning a few new words. And they're gonna be drawing here, so we can do this together. First of all, this is just A. So you pronounce it like A. And sorry, but I'm using a mouse, so my calligraphy is not going to be the best. It's not why I say, right? It's good because your MBA looks like a U. You mean like su and to. Indeed, there is also that. Good job, man. Then we have ao, which means blue. Ao, the color blue. A and O. Then we have ie, which means house. E, like I, and e. Ie, house. Then we have above, which is ue, above. And finally, this is one of my favorite words in Japanese, o, which is written like O, and it's like king. But it's not simply king, to tell the truth. From what I remember, it's well, it's a concept translation in English, but there's a whole concept behind it that is very fascinating. There is a lot of Japanese words that are like that, they're not as simple as the literal translation could make you think. Finally, some words worse than me. Hey, you try and write well with a mouse. Oh, buying one book will be enough because I can't draw with a mouse. Who can, my friend? Who can? These were the vowels. The reviewing the very first lessons with the vowels. Next, we go to the k row. These are all hiragana of k syllabic sounds, and the sequence of vowels is always the same. So, if the vowels were a, I, U, E, O, for the k row is going to be ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. And so we start with ka. Ka is just the k sound plus a, making a ka sound that is pronounced like the ka from karma. See how this kana looks like a mosquito. What a convenient coincidence, because mosquitoes happen to be called ka in Japanese. You can also say cut it out, that mosquito, when it tries to suck your blood, so that should be easy to remember. So we have ka, which is mosquito as well. So when you see a mosquito in this mnemonic version, you see a ka syllable. And reminder that it's also you write Kakashi, for example. Next we have ki, and this uses the same mnemonics that we saw in Minato, where it looks like an actual ki. Ki is just a k sound plus e, making a ki sound. It's pronounced ki, just like the word key, and the shape of ki resembles a key. In some fonts, note this, very interesting, very important. The bottom part is detached from the main part. The pronunciation is still ki though. As example here, or at the bottom, you can see how the bottom part is separated from the top part. That is some fonts or style of writings, but the pronunciation is still the same. Next, we have ku, the k sound plus u. To remember, it is pronounced like ku, like both syllables of the word cuckoo, or just the first syllable, depending on your variety of English. Hiromaji, you write ku. To remember this, think of this kana being the mouth of a cuckoo bird popping out saying cuckoo, cuckoo. This is the cuckoo. This is the hiragana for ku. As you can see. Ku. Next, we have the hiragana for ke, just the k sound plus e, making a k sound. It's pronounced like k in kelp. Hiromaji read k. And see how this kana resembles some wiggly kelp. In the Minato, it was supposed to be sung with a cane, I suggested a sword. But I guess wriggling kelp is also an option. This is hiragana for ke. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. This is the hiragana for ko. It's pronounced like cohabitating in British English. It's also coin. And is a couple of cohabitating worms in this case. The mnemonics that you can see. Bzwiggle. They're so happy together, cohabitate in the same area. Alternatively, you could imagine a couple of short cords lying on the ground next to each other, which is also another option. This is the hiragana for ko. And from the writing you see here, from left to right always it seems. So ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. And now we learn a few more words while also practicing reading and writing. Ka, which means mosquito, and we write it like this. Ka. Next, ki. Ki for tree. In Japanese, you write tree, you write it, you pronounce it ki. So with just one hiragana, well, one kanji, I guess, but it's pronounced like the single hiragana, we have a tree from ki. Then we have air, and here we started to mix the vowels with the k sounds that we just learned. Let's see if anyone can write this for me in the chat. How do you write air? How do you write the pronunciation of these three hiragana? There is always a bit of buffering and delay between the chat and the stream. Let's see, Joy, are you going to be able to do it? Are you going to do it? Kutsuki no, because we haven't gone to that. That is a vowel in the middle. Good with a ku, good with a ki, but in the middle is just a vowel, and that is the vowel for the letter, the vowel u. So it's ku, u, ki. I missed a u here. Kuki. Kuki means air in Japanese. So nearly, but very good job. Very good job. As you say, yeah, it's confused a little because of some other hiragana that we already gone over. They are similar. But very close. Good job. Good job, Joy. Then we have ke, which means hair. Ke. Ke is hair in Japanese. And finally, we have another. We have voice. And in this case, we have ko. We have ko. And the vowel e. Koe is your voice in Japanese. Ko, e. That is the vowels. And the k row. Next, we have the s row. And again, the order of the vowels and the sound combined with the consonants is always the same. A, I, U, E, O. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. And now we're going to go through sa, si, su, se, so. Sa is just the S sound plus A, making a sa sound pronounced like sa in salsa. How to remember sa? Notice how this kana looks like two hands stirring a bowl of salsa. This salsa is so chunky and thick you need two hands just to stir it. And for the writing it goes like that. or in this case with a font like that. Again, another one that sometimes is written separately, which, you know, fair enough, I guess. Different fonts is a style of writing. This way I will use U as a mnemonic. Okay, so this is sa. Next we have she. She. She is the sound sh plus e, making a she sound. It's pronounced like she in sheep. Take note that this is the first exception kana that doesn't follow the patterns that show up everywhere else. Instead of being si, it's she. Hiromaji writes si or she. I'd write just she. How to remember she? This kana looks like a giant shepherd croc used to herd sheep. Bah! Get in that corral, sheep. Get in the robot, Shinji. Oh, but yeah! That's another one. Get in the robot, Shinji. Okay, so this is she. She. She has great hair. Sheep. Get in the robot, sheep. So sa, she. And then we have su. Su is just the S sound plus U, making a su sound. It's pronounced like the word su or su in suit. In Romaji, write su. How to remember su? See the swing doing a loop-de-loop and throwing that poor kid off of it? Imagine him screaming, I'm gonna sue somebody for this, as he flies off into the distance. That is probably the wildest mnemonic I've seen so far. Shinji, crank the soldier boys. Okay, that is indeed so many memes that we can do with that boy. Okay, so this is su. Su, like suing or suit. Next, su, se. How to pronounce se? Se is just the s sound plus e, making a se sound. It's pronounced like se in cell. In Romaji, write se. How to remember se? This kana, okay, looks like a mouth with a big vampire fang in it. Ah, I can see very good. Someone's trying to sell you a set of vampire teeth because they are just so sexy. Oh, Dracula, always trying to make a quick buck. Okay, they're going a bit nuts with these mnemonics. I kinda like it, not gonna lie. So, basically just what, Joy? So, basically just... Okay, I'm going to wait for the punchline there with bated breath. Sa, she, su, se. Look at the little things. So first the hat, then one fang, and then the jaw. Sa, si, she, su, se, and finally so. How to pronounce so? So, this little zigzaggy here, is the S sound plus O, making a so sound. It's pronounced like the so in soda. In British English, it's more like so in song. In Romaji, right? So. How to remember so? See how this kind of looks like a mouth slurping soda? All the sucking sounds. Like a so. It's not soup, it's so. It's not soup, it's song. So it's a bit of a different pronunciation. It's soda. You have the open O, not the closed O. It's soda. Song. It's a very open mouth O. So. Like that. Sa, she, su, se, so. Let's practice reading. What's the reading? Let's write in Nomaji. Okay, let's see if you can read. Write down for this one here. Write down how you pronounce the two hiragana in the chat. It's two hiragana. This is from the current S row. This one is from the K row. How you pronounce steep hill in Japanese. How do you pronounce that hill? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I can give you a hint. They both have the same vowel. They both have the same vowel sound. They're two different consonants, but the vowel is the same. I'm going to be slowly adding the consonants, so I'm going to give you the solutions very slowly. Because, as I said, they both have the same vowel sounds. Ta-ta-ta. 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 This is sa. This is the hiragana for sa from the S row. And this is the hiragana from ka. So, steep hill in Japanese is pronounced saka. Saka. Yeah, I got it right. Good job, Joey. You forgot to write it in the chat though. But that's also good. Then we have shio. She, as I said, is a she. Yeah, oh my god, my calligraphy. She. Oh, shio in Japanese means salt. Then we have vinegar, which is simply su. Se, which is height. Se. Da-da-da. Yeah, no comments on my calligraphy, please. He wrote an integral. I try, Yona. Why do you bully me so? And finally, we have warehouse. This is a bit longer, but we can do it. This so. This is u, so su. So. Ko. Soko. Warehouse in Japanese. So. U. Ko. Soko. Warehouse in Japanese. So we went through the vowels, we went to the K row, and then we went through the S row. And next, we are going to... Oh my god. I'll stop already. Honestly, I have printed this for myself, and it's actually pretty fun. It's a pretty fun little booklet, not gonna lie. So we went through the vowel row, we went to the K row and the S row, and next we are going through the T row. T row. Again, the vowel sounds are always the same. We have A, I, U, E, O. So, consequently, we had the Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko. After that, we have the Sa, Shi, Su, Se, So, because we had an exceptional hiragana. And after that, we have the T row, and the first one is Ta. Ta is just the T sound plus A, making a Ta sound like taco. How to remember Ta? Use your imagination and see this kana as a fork, taco, and lime garnish for your taco. Wait, you're eating a taco with a fork? That's a bit weird, but you do you, pal. Sir, you're the one who suggested we use a taco as a mnemonic. Soko. Oh, thank you, Yona. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Because this is the U, but the right... Okay, we're gonna get there. It's a bit on food hungry. Yeah. It's slowly getting dinner time here as well, but not quite yet, because we have Japanese to get to first. So this is the ta from taco. And we continue. After we have chi. This is another one of those exceptions that we talked about. Chi is pronounced like chi in cheese. This is the second exception hiragana. Instead of a T sound, it's a chi sound. Try not to forget this. Iromaji, write T, or chi, just write chi please. How to remember chi? You know when someone tells you to say cheese when taking a picture of you? This kana looks like that forced smile you had to make every time you have a group photo. And I can see that. So this is chi, because in the third row, after ta, instead of t, we have chi. Written like this even. Ooh la la. Next, we have tsu. Tsu is just the ts sound plus u, making a tsu sound. It's pronounced like tsu in tsunami. This is another exception in hiragana. Instead of saying tu, you say tsu. Try not to forget this. Hiromaji write tu or tsu, please just write tsu. How to remember tsu? Look at the swoosh of this hiragana. Does it look like a big wave or tsunami? And this is the same mnemonic and Minato, I want to say. Oh, look at you mnemonic! Why does everyone choose my dinner time? For me, 6:36, my friend. And we continue. We have tsu, because we have ta, chi, tsu, and then we have te. Te is just the t sound plus e, making a te sound. It's pronounced like te in telescope. In Roraji, write te. Can you see a good old telescope? It's a handheld one. In Japanese, hand is te. That should help you remember that this kana looks like an old school handheld telescope. There you go. This is the telescope and this is the hand getting the telescope. Sa, chi, tsu, te, and finally to, which looks like a big to. To is just the t sound plus o, making a to sound. It's pronounced like to in toe. In British English, it sounds like to in top. In Romaji, write to. This kana looks like just someone's toe with a little nail or splinter in it. Imagine how much it would hurt if it was your toe. And I can't say that I didn't think about that. Telescope beats whatever Minato one was. It's easier indeed. So we could make our own little chart of mnemonics, I guess. It could be fun. So ta, chi, tsu, te, to. And those are the hiraganas of the third row. Afterward, we had the na row, which is the new stuff for today. But before going that, let's finish the third row. Let's see, this one, it's to stand. And so we have ta, and this is, I wonder, is it a series? Oh, right, it looks like a little tsunami. So is tatsu. Tatsu means to stand. Next, we have, this looks similar to one that we did earlier. I remember that, oh, but wait, why is it again Saka here? Wait, no, it's not Saka. Because this Saka, for the Sa syllable, for the Si Sa hiragana, this little hump points left. Here it points right, and this is Chi. And Chi, Ka, means underground. Next, we have the moon. Let's try and have you do this one. How do you write, or better, how do you write the pronunciation of the hiragana for moon in Japanese? Word to you, chat. Pa-pa-pa-pa. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. Joy, it's only you, honestly. Joy, can you give us the moon hiraganas? Can you give us the moon? Moon! Can you give us the moon? Ciao, is it Suki? Exactly, Joy, exactly. That is how you pronounce moon in Japanese. It is Tsuki. Very good. That's why in Sailor Moon, Usagi Tsukino literally means the moon rabbit, because of a legend about a rabbit on the moon. Anyway, so good job, Suki, moon. And finally, we have te. Te is hand in Japanese, and to means end, as in end, but it's with a here, so you can see it. Good job, everyone. This is the review of everything we've done so far, and we done a pretty good job. Good job, everyone. And let's see, I want to see if the index also has the extra pronunciation, the different pronunciation with the... Ah, there we go. Combination, there we go. Variation hiragana. Which here they put at the end, it's only a table, but different way of going about it. You can remember that by adding this little quotation mark to a hiragana, the sound changes. And changes through a set pattern. The symbol, now we're learning something here. The symbol for the little quotes, it's called a dakuten. This dakuten symbol marks hiragana from certain consonant columns and changes their pronunciation. It turns the consonant into a voiced or vibrating sound, which just means your vocal cords vibrate when a sound is made. In this case, the vowel do not get a dakuten, but the kuro gets it. And when the kuro gets a dakuten, they become the g sound. So from ka, we go ga. From ki, we go to gi. From ku, we go to gu. From ke, we go to ge. And from ko, we go to go. The sorrow, sa, becomes za, dakuten. Shi becomes ji. An exception hiragana even when transformed. Su becomes zu, se becomes ze, and so becomes zo. And then the turo, which is the third of the ones we've done so far. From the turo, we go into the duro. So ta becomes da. Chi becomes G again, so same pronunciation. Don't ask me why there is two of them here. Su becomes Zu. Again, another exception. That Su becomes Zu with the accent instead of Du. And Te becomes De. And To becomes Do. Good job. Good job, everyone. Okami Kodomo Ame to Yuki is a film I think people may know about. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. What is it about, Yona? What is that movie about? I don't think I know it. These Japanese keywords, but don't ask my... So, let me get this straight. With a Japanese keyboard, if you want to write the hiragana while using the Romaji typing, you write do to make the tsu appear. Wow, this... Oh gosh. Two children with a wolf dead died. Oh. Okay. No, I don't know that one. But sounds a bit depressing. Not gonna lie. Alright, so this was the review of what we've seen so far. Now we're going to go and learn the new hiragana. The row is going to be the N row this time. So we're going to go to Minato again. We're gonna go to Minato, log in, and then go to My Page. After enrolling into the hiragana course, hiragana I1 self-study course. I already taken it, as you can see. How to use, introduction, vowels, and we're gonna go on the N row, which is the fourth lesson, so to speak. Click on it, and I need to go. I think maybe I need to go back because I think I already had the test here. No, okay, we're at the start. So let me know. Hey Rasnek, thank you for joining. And yeah, we're kind of having fun here. We're learning together, we're having fun together. So this is the end row. The end row. And with this, we're halfway through the Hiragana table. So really make yourself a round of applause if you can. And we're gonna start. In this lesson, we learned the end row, which is this one. And next. Look at the letters and listen to how they sound.
Na,
Na,
ni,
ni,
nu,
nu,
ne,
ne,
no.
no. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. No exception hiragana this time, so that should be a little more easy to memorize. Na, ni, nu, ne, no.
Nu,
Read the merids and sounds. For nu, well, na actually, na, is nuts.
na,
He
na.
wants us to look at these three little separated little bits like nuts, so it's not like nuts.
ni,
This one is knee,
ni,
the drawing of a knee of someone's legs. Knee, knee.
ni,
That is how knee is pronounced, and the mnemonics is someone's knee. We got the na for nuts.
ni,
And we have the knee for knee. And then we have nu, noodle with chopsticks. Okay.
ni, nu,
I guess I can see the noodles a little bit with the chopsticks. What do you guys think? Proposal: nuts were nuts and dolls for easy remembering. Probably just woke up, just curious. You guys are funny. It's the nicest say knee. Then we have ne, like net.
ne,
Net, like a soccer goal. That is the net of a soccer goal. And the guy just standing in front of the net. And then we have a no sign. Which is, like a no sign, like one of those roads. It's a road sign. You've seen a no access road sign? A no parking road sign? A no sign.
ni,
So from the top, na for nuts, ni for knee,
nu,
nu for noodle with chopsticks,
ne,
ne for net,
no.
and no for the no sign. These are the memory hints, and there are, adding adults make it easy to remember the kind of nuts. Indeed. And now we're going to match the letters. Right now it's only literally just three of us. So let's go in order. We're going to go do this together, Joy. Let's see if you can match them one by one. Write down na, which one. This is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, this is number 4, and this is number 5. Try and match, put them in the order of where they need to go. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. Try and match them. This 1, this 2, this 3, this 4, this 5. 1 is what sound, 2 is what sound, 3 is what sound, 4 is what sound, 5 is what sound. Let's see, second one, then the third one, then 5 one, and then the last one. So let's start. Second one, na is this one. Okay, very good, that is indeed na. Then the third one for ni. This is indeed ni, good job. Then for nu, the 5, this is indeed nu, good job. Then you say 1 for ne, good job indeed. And then no for the last one. Na, ni, nu, no. Correct. Good job. Good job, Joy. And now we're going to be listening to the letter. Listen and choose the letter.
Na,
Na.
na, na,
Na. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which hiragana here is
na,
na? Now you do it. Okay. I can tell you that na is this one. There we go. Next we have
の
no. No. Okay, this time I do it then. Check. And yeah, indeed, that is the hiragana for no. Next we have
ね
ne. Okay, you do it now. Joy, come on. We're looking for
ね
ne. Which one of the 5 is ne? Ne for ni. So the third one, no. It's not ne for ni, because in ni you pronounce that is ni. We're talking about ne, which is, well, I got it. It's this one. This the ne. There we go. Correct. Next. Next we have nu, which is the noodles with the chopsticks. What number is that? You got the last one wrong, so now you need to get this one right. Exactly, ne for net. That is what ne was. Ne for net. The guy in front of a net, like trying to stop a soccer ball. Third one for nu. Exactly. That is nu, like noodles. And lastly, we have
に
ni, and this is the ni that you were thinking of. It's this one right here. Number one
Ni.
here is ni. There we go. Now we're gonna learn some words as well today. Got word words really. We have garden,
庭
niwa. These are hiragana we still haven't learned, but this is how you pronounce garden in Japanese. It's niwa.
庭
Then we have nori, which is a type of seaweed. It's not all seaweed. This is a type of seaweed, and it's called nori.
のり
Nori.
のり
Again, an hiragana we haven't learned yet, but that's fine. And finally, we have hana, flower.
花
Ha, this again from our road that we haven't gotten to yet. And na, flower.
花
Hana, flower. Next. Then we have inu,
犬
dog. We already got chanced on these words in some of the previous lessons. So this is the I vowel, hiragana. And then we have nu for inu, dog.
犬
Inu. Third, then we have tsukihana. Oh, tsukihana, yeah, moonflower. Exactly. Then we have the onion, which is, okay, the second one is not a hiragana that we have met in lessons so far, but I'm going to try and remember. We have ta, that is a ne, you know, ta, e poi ki comes gi. I want to say ta. I think that is ha. I think that is ma. Tamanegi.
玉ねぎ
Yes! Tamanegi. And tamanegi.
玉ねぎ
Tamanegi. Exactly. Wonderful. And finally, we have carrot, which is ninjin. Ninjin.
人参
Ninjin, not ningen. Ninjin. Ge is another thing. We saw what K is. So if you wanted to write ge, it will be... Well, you know how to write ningen now. Congratulations, Joy. Alright, let's try and make words.
Hana. 花
This hana, flower. Ninjin, because it was a variation. Ninjin. So hana, Joy. Which one is the na hiragana here? Well, I don't know. Ningen means I just know all this using. Ningen just means human. Human being, humanoid. Humanity. It's again, it's another one of those words that are a concept more than a direct translation. Japanese has a lot of words like that. And indeed, that is na. Correct. Inu. This time it's my turn. We have nu here, like noodles. We have hinu. And indeed, that is the nu. And finally, alright, let's see. Joy, make us some carrots. Ninjin. We need a ni. Oh, wow. Use vakatas who hate humans, what to rise them in anime. Pretty much, yeah. When they say ningen, they say, oh, you humans, humanity is so bad. Ni, so the last one, no, the last one here is not ni. This one is ne. Ni is this one. That's how you get
人参
ninjin, carrots. Various fonts of hiragana. Look at that. Look at the very different ways, various different ways in we can write this hiragana. And well done! You learned half of the single syllables. Very good, everyone. Very, very good. We managed to learn half of the hiragana in the Japanese language. And honestly, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Like you have been pretty good. It's literally little more than a month, and we already gone through half of the table. Round of applause indeed. And I don't have the sound alerts here. Another reason why I want to move to Twitch, this lesson to Twitch, because yeah, yokai. Please cover the yokai plural. Plurals in Japanese are, yeah, exactly, are not existent. You have to understand the number of something by the context. There is no particles that make something plural. It's context-based. Everything is context-based. Which can be pretty confusing, but yeah. Clap then. Okay, and here's the thing now though. Usually we would go through another row, because each lesson usually is 2 rows. But here the course gets you to a review quiz. And this review quiz has different kinds of exercises, some of which we cannot do on stream, because they can be very personal, let's say, the kind of test that you go here. So actually, this is a pretty short lessons, because we're gonna end it here. And I'm going to give you a little bit of assignment for this next hour of stream. I want you to do that review quiz on your own. Don't base your Japanese on anime. Trust me, exactly, Yona. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. So that was a review, and we went over the next end row, and we are going to go and do the review quiz now, but we're gonna need to do that on their own personal. It's gonna be a personal review quiz, and as I said, we're gonna end it here. It's a pretty short stream, but we are going to continue and maybe a little bit of a reset of the lessons starting next week on our Twitch channel. The Twitch channel for the team is twitch.tv/jpde. Guys speak like weird ass or very rude. I'm gonna sound like oh, you could sound like Majima Goro maybe. All right. As I said, you know, sound like we were just weird to Japanese people. Very, very weird. Very weird indeed. Okay, thank you so much, Yona, and thank you so much, Joy. Thank you for everyone who's dropped in. And from next week, we're going to be starting the lessons from the top again. A little bit different, more organized, now that I got a lot of practice in. And we're going to move it to Twitch. Because that way there is more chance that the classroom is going to be bigger than just 2 people. We'll see how that goes. I can even manage it. But thank you so much. And well, yeah, have a good evening, and I'll see you next time on this thing that we're doing. Next time, not now. Next time. Bye bye.